In about 3 days, the first big snow is coming to western Maine, and I really want to have the cover on this shed and my stuff in there before that happens. The cover is held in place by thin wood battens, and I need to cut a whole bunch of them in order to get this roof secured. That last piece, getting the top covering up on top of the bow roof shed and ready to roll down and fasten, was tough. I shot it in time-lapse, and time-lapse oftentimes makes things look like a nice, easy dance, but it was anything but that. That was 4 straight hours of work in damn near freezing temperatures, balancing on a ladder the entire time. Many times I was thinking to myself, if I'm not very careful, I'm going to slip and fall, or if I haven't calculated that this piece of wood can hold up my body weight correctly, it's going to break and I'm going to go tumbling down. So it was pretty stressful, and I'm really glad that it's done. I'm hoping the rest of getting the roof covering on is going to be a lot easier. Now, I should probably keep going, but I'm exhausted, and it's a really windy day, and I'm a little concerned about trying to roll that top cover down with so much wind that's going to blow it around and damage it. So I'm gonna leave the last piece of the work till tomorrow when it's gonna be a little less windy. But tomorrow is the very last day before the first big snow. It's actually supposed to start snowing maybe pretty heavy tomorrow night. So I'm cutting it about as close as I can to get this thing done before the first snow and get my stuff in there. I really don't know how else I could have done it. I mean, I've been busting my ass just about every day for the last 2 months. So it is what it is. Hopefully I can get it done tomorrow. I've got my fingers crossed. I would love to get that big win of having all my stuff in there before the first big snow. As I worked on the shed, I more and more had this experience, like I was a little ant crawling over the surface of it, which makes me think of my size in relation to it, and really my size in relation to everything out here. This shed is big. I'm tiny in comparison to it. The trees are enormous, dangerously big when they come down. I'm so small and vulnerable in comparison to them. And while that can be pretty uncomfortable to contemplate, the other effect that it has is that I feel like I see myself more accurately in relation to the universe. And what am I? I'm a not very physically strong or physically capable monkey. Not even particularly smart monkey, but I'm a social monkey. And because of that, I have lots of beautiful inventions from all the other tiny, weak social monkeys around me. And that cooperation means that I'm much more likely to survive. For me, this has been one of the biggest costs of being raised in modern society and modern culture, is that I didn't lose this very grounded connection. I feel like in a way I never had it, and I've had to kind of reclaim it. And the reclaiming feels important because this ground, the physical universe that we're in relationship with, it's what culture is built on. And in those moments when culture isn't there to assist me, I have to contend with it. Yesterday was one of the longest days I've had out here. It's 14 straight hours of climbing carefully over the top of the bow roof shed, taking care not to tear the cover, not to break the very delicate frame, and not to fall and hurt myself. It was a really long day. I worked long into the night to get the cover on. It was done, and I woke up this morning and it still hadn't started snowing yet, so I took a little bit of extra time to actually put a front door on the thing. I'm tremendously satisfied to have this done. It's going to be a real game changer for me out here. Not only is it about 80% more storage space, but also the very steep roof means that I won't have to worry about snow load collapsing the building like I do with my original storage shed. Well, I was also hoping to get my stuff moved into the new shed before the first big snow. That's not going to happen. I'm going to have to wait until this blows over in order to do it. But it's not that big of a deal. The really hard part of this project was getting the frame up and getting the cover on before there was feet of snow on the ground. And I was able to get that accomplished just in the nick of time. I do think that the rest of the winter is going to be much more relaxing than pushing to get this project done.